Good afternoon. My name is Scott Rudd, the Chief Strategic Officer at T3Live.com. Welcome to today's recap and look ahead.
观众朋友，大家好，欢迎收看今天的直击美股，我是主持人赵冰晶，在纽约向您问好。受到疲软的经济数据以及加息预期的影响，今天美股三大股指低开低走，道指上午时段最低下探超过了100点，而在下午时候受到油价上涨的推动，美股三大股指呢是收复了绝大部分的失地。经济数据方面，今年早间公布的中国进出口的数据大幅度的不及预期。而在美国方面，周四例行公布的申请失业金的人数创下了43年以来的最低。好的，具体的消息我们来看一下今天的交易员采访。And this afternoon, thanks to oil, we cover most of the losses. We're pretty sure the volatility will keep going on, but I want to get your take on that.
Well, volatility is good, and the ranges expand. On Tuesday, I was here with Annabelle, and we talked about the sharp decline and the engulfing action in the S&P cash. So if you reduced your risk on Tuesday when we broke below 2150 or 2144, this morning at 2120 or 2115, you could have maybe covered, or you could have looked for opportunities. You look here at the chart, you will see, that this range is still, somewhat, just expanded. This was, prior support that wound up holding. Here is when this small ascending channel broke on Tuesday. So if you, a lot of different ways. If you sold it when we failed at the 50-day, that was 2165. Or if you sold it when we broke below this support, okay, you had the opportunity of nibbling versus this level when it was reclaimed, which was 2118. So at this point, little bottom tail, maybe we rally back up here. If the bears want to stay in somewhat control, they do not let this 2145-ish area get reclaimed. If it does, then we just have a lot of the same, and you just have to sell them when they look good, buy them when they look bad, and trade within the range. So here's your resistance, 2146, and now we have some price discovery down to 2114.
Oil closed above 50. I wonder how long this OPEC honeymoon will continue.
Well, it had a chance to sell off today, and that's what helped the tape. Okay, I think we had a nice build, and then at first the knee-jerk move was lower. But if you look at the chart of the USO, you'll see that, it didn't fall apart. In the morning call, I said, if oil could hold, actually, right. First of all, this was your engulfing move. I said if oil could hold the 200-day, it would be constructive. And from here to its peak to right there, that's a shallow pullback. And what did it also do? It reclaimed the prior low. So this chart, basically said that there's still demand in the low 50s in oil, even when it should have went down. So you have to take that as a little bit of a bullish sign.
Wells Fargo CEO stepped down ahead of the company's big earning reports tomorrow, along with JP Morgan and the Citi. What is your prediction on tomorrow's big bank report?
Well, I feel like if you're in a bank, you have to know why you're in it. I personally am not in any banks right now. They had a nice move, a little pullback. JP Morgan, we'll see what it says, and we'll see how it affects the market all in all. You had a big move in JP Morgan leading up into the earnings, and then it just pulled back, and it's still holding around here. There was a lot of new issues in the course of the last few months, so maybe their investment banking was a little bit better, but I still think, the banks are moving on sentiment of rates. So, at this point, we'll see what's next. I would not just guess and take any of the banks into earnings. I'd wait and see how the market reacts to the actual print, and we'll start seeing some of those tomorrow.
Well, third quarter earnings are under the way. What could this mean for technology and internet stocks? They're on fire this year. I want to get your opinion on the stunning ones like Amazon and Facebook, and also those controversy ones like Netflix and Google, because I just overheard you called Google nuts.
Yes. All right. So right now, the charts are all telling you different things. Okay. Google is still in a holding pattern. I like the pattern. I think that if they deliver on earnings, that Google could be good to the upside. At this point, it's still holding right here, which is the lower end of the range. Now you're in the middle end. So at some point, I want to see it report and then take out 820, and then you could be long it. As far as Facebook's concerned, Facebook still hangs around. It's been a great stock, for the past few years, and I still think it's a good stock, and it's got a high PE. But if they deliver, it too, could trade above a prior resistance and continue to the upside. So, Google, Facebook, Amazon, best in breed. Recently, Netflix had a big sell-off, so technically it looks as if, it has a lot to prove this quarter. People are definitely thinking that, that their subs aren't going to be great, that growth is slowing, so you have to see how it reacts, but it has done a whole lot of nothing. So if Netflix surprises to the upside, it could be good, but at this point it's pricing in no surprises. But Amazon, Google, and Facebook are going to have to really deliver for more upside potential.
Okay, we'll see how things going on with those companies.
Yes, but all in all, I do not take stock into earnings. If anything, I take options because risk is premium paid. Because if you take a stock into earnings, it's basically a guess. Okay, you might as well wait till after they report, see the print, have your levels in front of you so you can trade it after hours or the next day.
好的，以上呢就是今天节目的全部内容，感谢您的收看，我们下期再会。